Okay kids, here we go. This is day 1, upstairs mouse, downstairs mole. Remember, good readers always turn their book over and take a look at the blurb on the back. So here's our blurb. Mouse lives inside a tree and mole lives in a hole underneath the tree. They both like their homes clean and tidy. But when mouse sweeps the dirt, ends up in mole's house. Is there a way to solve the messy problem and have some friendly fun? All right, let's go back to the cover. So here we have mouse. Here we have mole. Looks like they're good friends. Let's see what happens. Here's our title page. Upstairs mouse, downstairs mole. And our contents page. This book has 4 chapters. First chapter is called Clean and Tidy. The next chapter, The Invitations. Third chapter is Kind Good Neighbors, and the last chapter is The Boat. So we're going to read Clean and Tidy. Mouse and mole are neighbors. Mouse lives in a house inside an oak tree. Mole lives in a hole under the house of mouse. Every morning mole sweeps his hole. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Mole likes his hole nice and tidy. Every evening mouse sweeps her house. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Mouse kept her house nice and clean. But when mouse swept her house, the dirt went below into mole's hole. This made mole angry. He knocked on mouse's door. Tap, tap, tap. Evening, mole, said mouse. Evening, mouse, said mole. Did you know that when you sweep, all your dirt goes down into my hole? I sweep my place nice and tidy in the morning, but by evening, it needs to be swept all over again. If you sweep in the morning, said mouse, and then again in the evening, why, you have twice as much work as I do. That does not seem fair. Together they sat down on the stoop. Mouse twirled her tail, mole rubbed his snout. I have an idea, squeaked mouse. She told mole her new plan. They shook paws. Good night, said mouse to mole. Good night, said mole to mouse. The next morning when mole woke up, he did not sweep his hole. At 12 o'clock sharp, he grabbed his broom and knocked on mouse's door. Tap, tap, tap. Good afternoon, said mole to mouse. Good afternoon, said mouse to mole. Mouse ran to fetch her broom. Together they swept mouse's house until it was nice and clean. Why, it only took us half the time it takes me to sweep my house, said mouse. Next they marched downstairs and swept mole's hole until it was nice and tidy. Together it had taken them less time to sweep both places than it took for each of them to do just one. That was fast, said mole. Our houses are nice and tidy. Thanks to you. Now what? I've been thinking of a garden, said mouse. Outside, mouse and mole circled the tree. Mole rubbed his snout. Where should we put it? How about in back, said mouse, twirling her tail. Then we will have a backyard. Good thinking, exclaimed mole. First they dug up a patch of grass. Next they raked the dirt until it was soft. Mole dug a row of holes. Mouse dropped a seed into each one. Then it was mouse's turn to dig, and mole's to plant. Back and forth they went until the garden was finished. Whew, said mole, that was hard work. But only half as hard thanks to you, said mouse. They decided to take a nap. Mole went down into his hole. Mouse went inside her house. Both were much too tired to bother with the dirt they tracked into their clean and tidy homes. Okay, that's the end of our chapter. Chapter 2 is called The Invitations. I wonder what that chapter is going to be.